what's up? So today we have the iPhone 12 mini with us. So I'll be giving you my user's perspective and review on this product, as I've been using this for the last 4 to 5 months, and then I'll be telling you if you should consider this product or not. Now, moving on to the unboxing, Apple has managed to reduce the size of the box by removing the headphones and the power adapter from the box. Apple claims that by reducing the size of the box, it is equivalent to removing 450,000 cars from the road every year, and it also comes under Apple's goal of becoming carbon neutral by the year 2030. Now, Apple has managed to give us a new charging cable, which is USB-C to Lightning cable, but what that has caused is that people now need to buy the USB-C charging brick from Apple, which is again leading to more waste. It's an Apple thing. Now, companies have started following this trend, like providing a smaller box wherein you get only the charging cable, the phone, and the paperwork. It is similar to the trend that Apple started off by removing the headphone jack. So that's that. Now, moving on to the size of this phone, it is a pretty small phone. It's 7.4 millimeters thin, and it is like smaller than a palm, and it has a 5.4-inch screen, and that's it. It is also smaller than the iPhone 8. Now, moving on to the design of this iPhone, it has an aerospace grade aluminum body. It feels pretty nice to hold on to. It has a glass back, which is supposedly having this oleophobic coating, which is supposed to be fingerprint resistant, but I have managed to get fingerprints very easily. So I'm not a big fan of this glass back. I'm more inclined towards the matte glass finish, as it resists fingerprint like better than this. This also has a ceramic shield on the front glass, which has improved the durability of screen by 4 times than the previous generations of iPhone. It also has IP68 water resistant, which means that you can take this phone underwater up to 6 meters for 30 minutes, which is a big thing. Now, since we're talking about the screen, this is a 5.4-inch screen. It is a 1080p OLED display. What Apple calls it is Super Retina XDR display. It is high on colors. It is a high contrast display. It is super bright. It also has HDR. So it's a pretty amazing screen. Apple has managed to bridge the gap that was between the previous generation of iPhones, the iPhone 11 and the 11 Pros. They managed to provide the same screen in the entire 12 lineup. Moving on to the speakers. Now, it comes with stereo speakers, one speaker above and one speaker below. What this does is that it gives us this Dolby Atmos sound, as it has Dolby Atmos sound, and the sound quality is amazing. It is not as good as the above iPhones like the iPhone 12, 12 Pro and 12 Pro Max, as they have bigger speakers, but it is quite adequate for a phone this size. Now, moving on to the performance of this phone. This phone has a 16% better CPU than the previous iPhone, that is iPhone 11. What that means is that it is fast. It is faster than the previous iPhone, which was already faster than the entire competition out there. It has a 8.3% better GPU. What that means is that it has better graphics than the previous iPhone. It has 83% better artificial intelligence AI performance, which in itself is a big leap than the previous iPhones. Now, the iPhone 11, the 11 Pros had the A13 Bionic chipset, which was in itself industry leading. What Apple has managed to done is take that chipset and boost it up, and they have put it in this iPhone 12 lineup. Now, this A14 Bionic chip can perform up to 11 trillion operations per second, which means that the overall performance has improved by 15% over the previous generations of iPhones. What I don't like about the performance is that the refresh rate is not that good. I would have loved to see a screen with 90 Hz or maybe 120 Hz refresh rate. Now, let's talk about the factor due to which most of the Indians consider buying an iPhone, which is the camera system. Now, iPhone 12 mini has a dual camera setup as compared to the iPhone 12 Pro's triple camera setup. This has two 12 megapixel cameras, one wide and one ultra wide lens. Both of the lens can capture 4K videos up to 60 fps. The camera has night mode, night vision, and it also features Dolby Vision recording up to HDR10. It has deep fusion, and it can record slow motion, panoramas, time lapses, and whatnot. The image processing is brilliant. The picture quality, I believe, is pretty consistent. The textures are amazing. The overall picture seems natural, and the front camera has portrait mode with advanced bokeh, as so does the rear camera. The front camera also has a digital flash. The front camera also takes crisp photographs with amazing detail, and they never fail to impress. They're pretty natural, and I consider iPhone's camera the best camera out there. Now, moving on to the battery and charging of this device, Apple never mentions it, the battery capacity of their iPhones, but this phone, due to its size, it has a smaller battery of 2227 mAh, which means that which might mean that it does not have a longer battery backup, but on the contrary, due to the presence of A14 Bionic, the efficiency of the battery has increased up to 30%, which means that it can last longer than the iPhone SE, iPhone 8, and it is comparable to the iPhone 12. Video playback is for 12 hours, which is a pretty big amount. Now, moving on to charging, the Apple charging brick can charge this device wired up to 20 watts, and the MagSafe charger can charge it by 15 watts, and the rest of the wireless chargers that are present that uses Qi wireless charging can charge this iPhone by 7.5 watts. Now, due to the battery limitation, somehow this only gets up to 12 watts of power from the MagSafe, but that's enough too. This can charge fully from 0 to 100% in 1 hour 29 minutes. Moving on to if you should consider buying this or not. If you're a customer looking for an entry point into the Apple ecosystem, I'll make a video on the Apple ecosystem later on. But if you're considering on entering the Apple ecosystem, then I guess this can be a great entry point, the iPhone 12 mini, as it costs only 70,000 rupees. I know that is a big amount to spend, but some of you might also argue that iPhone 11 costs around 10,000 cheaper than this. But looking on the performance, the specs, everything about this phone, the form factor, the feel in hand, it is in every way better than the iPhone 11. I'm not saying that iPhone 11 is not a great phone. It is an amazing device, but this is even better. So if you're considering entering the Apple ecosystem, then I guess you should consider buying this, because this is the cheapest option that you can enter at 70,000 INR. While you can get it cheaper in other continents, but in India, if you want to enter the Apple ecosystem, then this is the cheapest option. It comes in 6 colors, and it also comes in 3 different size variations: 64 GB, 128 GB, and 256 gigabytes. Now that's it from my side. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe my video to never miss out on any of my other videos. So that's it from my side. I'll catch you in the next one.